In this concluding video of Odyssey 314, I would like to talk to you about trends in business model innovation. This is based on our observation of innovative business models all around the world. I will build on many examples that we have already discovered together through the Odyssey 314 approach, so I will just mention them again without detailing them. The first trend that I would like to talk about is the focus on usage. Indeed, more and more value propositions turn around the usage, the function, rather than the ownership of a product. We have given many examples. Remember Michelin Fleet Solutions, Healthy and SafeCam in B2B, Relay Rides and Airbnb in B2C. You can also think here about Spotify in the music industry. The innovation in the value proposition is to lend the product and/or to ask the customer to pay for a fee rather than a fixed price, for example. This first trend is very much related to the second, which is collaborative consumption. Indeed, if you're not attached to the possession, the ownership of your product, you might as well share it with someone else to lower even further the cost of usage. Here we can think about car-sharing companies like Zipcar or bike-sharing companies like Vélib in Paris or Call-a-Bike in Germany. But this collaborative consumption also relates to the third trend, circular economy. Indeed, if companies are lending the product rather than selling it, they will remain the owner of the product and thus get the product back at the end of its life. This means that they can recycle it, and if the design is well done from the start, this will also allow the company to recycle or even upcycle the product. While doing this, the company switches from cradle to grave, that is linear economy, to cradle, that is circular economy. The typical example here is Desso, the Dutch carpet tile company. Another trend is about finding the product that is just good enough to meet the exact needs of the customer. This is also sometimes called frugal innovation, the minimal innovation to meet the needs of clients. Castelli Water, the purified water fountain, is a good example. I don't need the taste of expensive bottled water when I go to the restaurant, but on the other hand, free tap water isn't always really good. So Castelli offers me a product that just meets my need, that is good enough, purified tap water in a clean bottle. So good enough products are another strong trend in business model innovation. Start with a problem and try to find a no-thrill, frugal answer. Another trend is that besides being good enough, more and more products or services are delivered for free, totally or partially. We can think here about freemium offers such as Skype or pay TVs, but also about Google, both for the search engine and Gmail, or Spotify to listen to music. Those business models are of course ad-based, but we have seen many other types of finding new revenue streams, such as JC Deco or performance-based business models. And this is definitely going to develop with the advent of big data. So customers are becoming used to getting a product or a service for free and have a hard time paying for it, especially when it is delivered through the internet. This is what Jeremy Rifkin refers to as the zero marginal cost society. Why would I pay for a song when I know that listening to the song costs zero to the company that has put it online? So the question is, what are customers ready to pay for? This question leads us to our next trend, which is about business models that propose an experience. If customers are not ready to pay for a product or a service, they are very often ready to pay for an experience. For example, you may listen to a song on Spotify for free, but you're ready to pay for a concert ticket to go to a live show of your favorite singer. Another example are TED conferences. Those amazing 20 minutes long conferences given by the world's top speakers are available for free on the internet. However, people are ready to pay several $1,000s to attend those conferences, again, to live the experience of actually seeing the speaker for real and networking with other participants at the conference. The next trend concerns the crowd and all what you can do with a link that you can build with over 3 billion people in the world who have an access to the internet. How can the power of this crowd be leveraged? This has given rise to business models in crowdfunding such as Kickstarter for startups or Kiva for social entrepreneurship, crowdsourcing such as Iyeka or Innocentives, and also other types of experiments such as BringBuddy, the crowd-based package delivery system developed by DHL in Germany. We can also mention here peer-to-peer business models that allow people to liaise with each other. Zopa, or the Lending Club, that are disrupting banks by allowing someone to lend money to someone else directly and not through a bank anymore. Another trend are all the business models that are experimented and developed at the bottom of the economic pyramid, that is targeted to the poorest people on earth and aiming at lifting them out of poverty. Over 3 billion people, that is close to half of all the people on earth, live with less than $2.5 a day, and they constitute what is called the bottom of the economic pyramid. We have presented Patrimonio Hoy, the business unit of Cemex, the Mexican cement company that helps rural people in South America to build their own house. We can of course also refer here to Grameen Bank, the bank developed by Nobel Prize winner Muhammad Yunus, who pioneered microcredit, helping millions of poor people to lift themselves out of poverty by becoming entrepreneurs. We have described in details previously Kilomio Salama, a firm that managed to offer microinsurance to rural Kenyan farmers thanks to partners and technology. One of its partners is M-Pesa, which is one of the world's most innovative mobile banking company. Since there is no bank network in Kenya, this bank has directly developed very easy to use banking services on phones, and we're not talking here about smartphones. I remember you that 70% of the world population has access to a mobile phone, including in the most remote areas in rural India or Africa. This definitely contributes to give rise to many ingenious, disruptive business models at the bottom of the pyramid. So here is the complete picture of the trends in business model innovation. The idea is that those different petals representing each trend are not exclusive from each other. They can overlap and even mingle. The Financial Times called 2014 the year of disruptive innovations. Again, the time has come when young, disruptive business models have become increasingly successful. We believe that this will go on in the coming years, since we're just at the beginning of the third industrial revolution, as coined by Jeremy Rifkin. And every industrial revolution has been disruptive. So there are many disruptions yet to come. For example, all the businesses built around the Internet of Things. We believe that the third industrial revolution lays the ground for those new innovative business models that are blooming all around the world. We should see more of them developing in the coming years, and our bet is that they will revolve around those trends. So I hope you enjoyed watching this last video about business model innovation and more generally about the Odyssey 314 approach. I hope that this has given you the inspiration to actually make it happen.